Hey guys, how are you? I'm here in Austria, in Niederösterreich, with some good friends. We just founded a new association called Crowdware. You can find our website on crowdware.at. I also created a new project you will find on UBUCON.at. At the moment, I'm looking for some cool developers who wants to be part of a very, very, very cool project. I'm looking for C++ developers and QML designers, and also graphics designers and marketing guys, and of course software testers, users, and also donations will be accepted. So what we want to do is nothing less than replace Facebook. This is it's not a joke. It's really not a joke. It's really going on. We are doing this. Melly came to me asking me in August if I want to help them with the project. And then I was just listening to this and said, yes, I'm in, I will do this. I'm not asking for money or something. I'm just doing this because my whole life I was going to this direction. I'm a software developer since 30 years now. I studied graphics design. I studied human-computer interaction design. And I'm one of these guys who developed for every platform, for each platform, for Windows, for Linux, for Mac OS, for iPhone, for iPad, for Android, for WinPhone. So I've got all these skills, I've got all these platform skills. And I'm now developing with C++ and Qt. Qt is a user interface platform where they have got these nice meta language, QML, cute meta language. And yeah, so this is not a joke, and it's not a big deal because we are using the base. We use Scuttlebutt. This is developed in New Zealand. Scuttlebutt is decentralized. It is anonymous. It is without servers, so it's peer-to-peer. It's without administration. It's without censorship. It's without ads, and this is a real good base for this. We just want to create a new client. We start with Android, and this client is, instead of using HTML, we are using QML. So that makes it more easy to create native apps instead of HTML. You know, if you're HTML developer, you know you've got these problems with the browser war. It's not when it's working on Internet Explorer. It's not working on Firefox and all the other browsers. So we get rid of this problem using QML. QML runs on every platform. It even runs on the Raspberry Pi. So we tried to do this with Python and PyQt5, but I ran into a problem doing the prototype. So I decided to switch back to C++. And yeah, C++ is also working on every platform. So what we are doing is with QML is, you know, the protocol on Scuttlebutt is just text, plain text, but when you've got the feed, the news feed, it's plain text, or in this special case, it's HTML, and we put QML there. QML describes the user interface, and there is JavaScript inside a page, so you can execute the code inside. So it's like HTML and JavaScript, but it's more cool because it's native. So it's translated on the target platform. It's compiled and yeah, native code is executed. So it's very fast. And what we can do with this is also create plugins. So we can create plugins based on QML. So one of these plugins will be, and this is the idea which hooked me. It's a, I don't have a name for this. It's a traffic light where you have got, for example, I find a house. I found many houses when I was on my peace trail to Portugal. There were many houses in Spain, in the north of Spain. Maybe you heard about this, abandoned villages. So there are houses. You have got this app. You go there, you see an empty house, you check the geolocation, you make pictures of this empty house, and then you put it on the net, and everybody can see that there's an abandoned house with the traffic light to green. Means you can go in. If there's a traffic light switch to orange, means somebody's living there but wants some other guys to join. And if it's red, it's occupied. So you can go there, live there, and you put this on red, and everybody knows, oh, it's occupied, nobody will come there. So we can use all these houses. Just imagine, a minute. Got a coffee here. By the way, I created this cup on my own out of clay. So where have been so we've got these abandoned houses. For example, you think about lockdown. Maybe these guys are continuing with this Corona pandemic. Maybe they put all other people into lockdown. So maybe the millionaires are in Zurich and London, and so they have to stay there, and all their houses they are abandoned. So we can go there. Maybe you can go there, open the door, open the window, track the geolocations, make some pictures. I know this might be illegal in some case to open the door, but who cares? So you don't want to move in. You just want to register this house, and then you go away. Nobody will ever know who is opening the house. So it's abandoned. Nobody's there. So, and some other guys who are in need of a house can go there and move in. And this idea is not my idea. It comes from a good friend. His name is Bauchi, Jesus' brother Bauchi, and he has written this the first time in 2020, The New Earth, which is a really nice book. I recommend you to read. This is a very, very, very heart-opening, very mind-opening book, where he wrote about this idea. So we can use the housings which are already there. So we don't have to build new houses. So we can just reuse them. Make sense for you? So just imagine one day we have got all houses registered, all houses, and people are moving from one house to another, so they can see the whole planet moving, and yeah, we're also creating oases like Camp Eden. So what we did, so there's also abundant land, which a brother from Portugal gave to us for free, for use. We don't have to pay for this. We're just using it. We are about to reconstruction the old building. So we are already repaired 2 of the roofs, and we've planted food there. So we're doing this later on. Maybe with this new company or with this new association, we collect some donations, of course. Then we can buy land, and there we can build housings additionally. and I'm cuddling with my dog here. So it's Anjona, and we want to create some housing there which is allowed in the region. For example, in Portugal, you can build a yurt, you can build a tipi, you can build a geodesic dome or a zone, which is also a nice building you create out of pellet wood. So this should also be free. When you have built a tipi, you need poles. You can cut trees like the eucalyptus, and you just use some tarps from old lorries, from old trucks. You can saw this together, and you've got a tipi for free. Or what I did, in Camp Eden, I built a geodesic dome out of the wood, out of the trees there. And I only need some screws, so I have to pay some euros for the screws, and I put a tarp on it. So in this case, the shadow net. So I use the geodesic dome for my plants, for my special plants, so that my dog is not going there and going with a tail and just destroying the plants. Yeah. So I'm not focused, to be honest. So what I want to talk about is the UBUCON, the project. Yeah, it would be nice if you join us. It's a non-paid job, of course, but I already started to harvest my time I spent. So there's an app called Harvest. It's working on Android at least, and it's combined to the Harvester. I think it's harvester.com, where you collect the working hours. And I recommend everybody who's working on this project collect the time, and maybe later we can collect some donations for this project, and we can donations, and we make crowdfunding later, if this makes sense, if we really need it. So of course we need it, because we need some hardware. For example, we need an iPhone. So if you got an iPhone, please send it to me. Also, I need a MacBook. So to create a software for iPhone, I need a MacBook to compile and to deliver this to the iPhone. And also I need a Windows phone. If you got a Windows phone, please send it to me. Or just say I've got a Windows phone, so that not everybody's sending me Windows phones. I only need one. Maybe we also make crowdfunding later to collect some coins, and with this money we can also pay the developers. So I'm tracking my time, you track your time, and maybe we've got a bunch of money. Just imagine we've got 10 developers and we've got 1 million euros donations, and then we can split the donations to 10 developers based on the hours we tracked, and then we have a nice income. Maybe, I don't know if people donate. I think so. I think they will, because this is a brilliant idea. We have got, when you regard Facebook, we've got advertisers. Every third post is a fucking ad. I don't want to see this anymore. Then we've got dark propaganda. Think about dark propaganda. Google is. They are doing things like this corona mask wearing thing. Everybody's posting this bullshit about masks. Everybody is thinking, oh, I have to post this. And why? Why the fuck? Just get rid of this. Don't post this anymore. So we don't want this. We don't want to be reminded that we are idiots wearing a mask. So, and what we don't want is censorship. So when we're posting things, we think this is truth, and why is somebody deleting this? Why is somebody saying, oh, this is like fake content? Doesn't matter. People will find out that it's faked. So if you're watching the television, this all is faked. All is faked. If you see a movie which they program us. It's called, the television set has got programs, so so you can switch between program 1, program 2, program 3, and all the others to be programmed. They sending you like, oh, this is how a family should behave. You have to marry, you have to have children. What the fuck? This is monogamy. So this monogamous. Who needs monogamous thing? We want to connect to other people. We want to love each other, and we don't want to be focused on only one person to love. It's bullshit. So, yeah, we don't need this programming anymore. We don't need this dark propaganda. We don't need this anymore. So, with UBUCON, we have got decentral. I'm repeating myself, but I have to make this very straight. Decentral. No servers needed. You can use your smartphone to connect to someone else with Bluetooth, with Wi-Fi when you're in the same Wi-Fi spot. Maybe you're sitting in the pub and there's a Wi-Fi, and maybe the pub can host data. So you meet each other person to person, and you connect to each other. So then you know who is behind this anonymous account. So all accounts are anonymous. You don't have to register. You don't have to register at all. We don't need your data. We don't want your data. Your data is private. Keep this private. So you can use your name, of course, so that other people can see you. Or you can also use your picture if you want. You're free, but you don't have to. There's two anonymous people meeting each other. They facing each other, and then this anonymous account, I know, I can give it a name. This is Maria, for example. I write down Maria, met in Portugal. I met a Maria in Portugal, of course. And you make a picture from this person. You put onto this anonymous account, so you know who she is, and she knows who I am or you are. So you're connected. So it's also this app is also for the Rainbow family. You're connecting each other on the Rainbow Gathering. You know each other personally, and you connect. So, and your accounts are still anonymous to others because they don't know your real name. They don't know your pictures, how you look like. It's anonymous. It's still anonymous, except for the people you met personally. So you can also get ads, of course, if you connect to a shop. Like I've got survival shop in my mind. The survival shop is very useful. They are selling tents, they're selling sleeping bags, they're selling cooking equip, like camping equip, and all this stuff. You may want to be connected to them, and when they post about when they're making a post about their new things they sell, you get also these advertisements, of course, because you're connected to the shop and you want to have this. I want to have this advertised, but it's only advertised you want to know. So yeah, this is the difference. If somebody is annoying you with ads, you don't want to, like, this penis enlargement things and whatever they put on you. You don't want this, and you don't get this with UBUCON. That said, have a nice day. Be part of this movement and be part of the Ubuntu movement. You know, the Ubuntu movement, I want to advertise for this. It's Ubuntu movement means I am because we are. So we are all connected. We are all one, actually. And we are giving something to the world. For example, I'm giving this project to you. I'm giving the software for you later. I'm not asking for money. It's good. If you want to donate something, it's okay. I'm fine with it. I accept it because I also have to live. I also have to buy coffee. I also have to repair this van here, Max. I also have to pay taxes for this van and insurance and gasolina. No, it's not gasolina, it's diesel. And I also want to eat something from time to time. So donations are okay. I will accept them, but I'm not asking for them. Yeah. Also, the other developers should not ask for money. They can, and maybe they get some money, but open your heart, give something. This is your Ubuntu philosophy. I I tell you a story just to make this very, very clear what Ubuntu means. Melly asked me, do you want to be part of this project? I said, yes, I'm in. I want to do this. And I want to do this on my pace. Nobody's paying me for this, so I can just relax. So I'm not under pressure because I have to work 40 hours a week. I don't have to. I'm doing this like with intrinsic motivation because I want to do it. And I only put time into this if I've got the time. So at the moment I've got time. I'm here with a van. I get electricity from a friend who's living here. Somebody in Bayreuth gave me money. Tell you, I met Jürgen, a nice guy. They call him Bürgermeister. He's connecting people. He's like a street worker. And he told me there's a couple. They are repairing the van. They want to go to Portugal. I said, oh, van, Portugal. I went there. And we drove there with a bicycle. I met them. We connected them. They were rainbow brothers, brother sister with 2 children, and they already put their eldest son out of school because of this bullshit they're doing at school, wearing masks and so on. And they were repairing their van because they have to move out of their flat and they want to go to Portugal. And I invited them to come to Montchique, to Camp Eden, and I helped them to repair the van. And yeah, I just did this because I wanted to help them. And the neighbor who gave them electricity, he was getting this, and I was talking to him. He's also an open guy who is very spiritual. He's in my age, and he's working for the financial market. And we talk about my plans and Camp Eden and what I'm doing and so on and so forth. And he has seen me. And the very next day he gave me like a couvert, and I was asking, do you give me money? And he said yes. And you know what he gave me? He gave me what's it called? A bunch of 100 euro notes, like 2,000 euros. So I said, what is going on? So this is altruism. I'm not asking for this. I manifested it before, of course. I said I was on the mission to bring Max, my van, to Bauchi. Actually, I gave it to him in Vienna, and he and Melly was driving it. So and later he says, no, it's not what I want. It doesn't feel good. It's also because I don't have papers anymore. I don't have the license, what's it called? Fahrzeugbrief. I don't have it anymore. Maybe I put it into the I give it away. I don't know where it is. Maybe in the old paper. I don't know where it is. And he doesn't felt like he wants to use it, and because it's also a very old car. It's over 30 years old. And he said, no, Melly needs something more accurate like this. Okay, so I get it back, and I was going to the demonstration at the 29th of August. I wanted to go to Berlin, but police stopped me in Bayreuth because not paying taxes for the van, and so I was in Bayreuth. So this was also an altruistic thing, giving the Max away, and I was asking the universe. So when I gave away Max, which I don't need it anymore, because I wanted to have I'm seeing just a white transporter outside there. Maybe this is for me, I don't know. I'm asking for a little, this transporter. I was thinking, I need 1,000 euros for this. I was wrong, they are more expensive. So if you've got a white transporter, a small one like a Kangoo or a Docker, that's your Docker, please tell me. I want one. So I manifested this transporter. I need solar panels, and I need some material to build a geodesic dome in Portugal. This was the idea. I was manifesting this. I need about 2,000 euros, and yeah, there 2,000 euros came to me. And to have a proof that altruistic things, or the Ubuntu thing is working. The very next day, I was going in Bayreuth making music with a guitar, and this time, because I had these 2,000 euros in my pocket, I was not going there to make money. Not at all. This time, not at all. The other times, yeah, I was going there to collect some coins, of course. And the days before, I was collecting like 15 euros for playing an hour of music. And this very day, I was going to Bayreuth, and I was playing in front of the financial department. I was not aware that I'm doing this. I was aware that I'm doing this, but I was not aware that this the financial department. I get 40 euros for playing 1 hour of music. So why? I said, why? Because I was doing this altruistic, like doing this because to open the hearts for the people. So I was not asking for money. Of course, I opened my guitar box so that they can put some coins in, of course. But I was, in my mindset, I was thinking, I'm doing this for the people. Let that sink in. When you're doing something for the people, you get something in return. Not from the people, but from somewhere else. Let's get that straight. If you're doing something, no, not if. Don't make this giving like from your heart, and don't ask for something, and don't think that something might come back to you. Just give. Just give. And then something might come back to you if you're open enough to receive something. Yeah, it's also, you have to be open to receive. You have to be grateful. You should be grateful. Of course, you are grateful when you get something back, but you should accept it. And that's what I did. And yeah, this is working. This is Ubuntu philosophy. Just giving. I will close with this. And namaste, and have a good time. See you.